DOOMZ. So I felt it was necessary in order for you guys, you're not all cool Doom players, but I wanted you guys to get the absolute best training and teaching on how to properly play this deck. So I enlisted some help. I enlisted some help of Jib. Jib is my #1 testing partner with Doomsy, and on my Cool Toon textbook, if you guys check the replays, all my Doomsy matches are versus Jib. So go check out this video right here. It's going to teach you 3 combos of the deck, and at the end of the video, he's going to also show the advanced coaching that he does for Doomsy, and if that's for you and you guys want to play Doomsy, I highly recommend it. I learned everything I know about Doomsy from playing Jib, and there'll be a lot of good info for you guys there. So check out this video, also subscribe to Jib's channel, and stay tuned till the end to hear about his advanced coaching. Enjoy the video. It is Trif approved. I learned everything I know about Doomsy from Jib. Enjoy the video.
What's up, everybody? It's Jib YGO, and I am here with something that a lot of Trif's viewers have been looking for: the DOOMZ complete guide. First of all, shout out to Steven for allowing me to have this up on his channel. I know a lot of you guys have been looking for content for the second best deck, Doomsy, and here I am to deliver. So for those who do not know, I am Jib YGO. People just call me Jib, and I have created a Doomsy complete guide along with Vexen YGO, another YouTuber in the Yu-Gi-Oh sphere. And today I'm here to show you guys 3 must-know Doomsy combos. So let's get right into the video. So for the first combo, we have your 1-card Allura combo. And for this, you need Allura plus at least 1 discard. So you start off with Allura. Allura is going to put Adrastea from the deck face down onto the field. You're then going to flip the Adrastea and then use Allura's effect to rank up into your Deactorus into your Griflero. So Griflero is the main new card that came out in Blazing Dominion along with Jupredo. The name was Zagredo before. I'm used to calling it Zagredo, but Jupredo. But Griflero is an insane card. It's basically a Zodiac monster that also searches you a Doomsy Speller Trap, and it tutors out another Doomsy monster from your deck or graveyard when it's destroyed. So it's a very insane card, and a lot of the times this is the first card that you want to try to climb up to in a lot of your combos. So you're going to go up into Griflero. Griflero is going to detach Adrastea specifically. This is very important because, say for instance, you had another Doomsy like normal summon in hand, like an Amalf. If your Griflero gets impermed or veilered or ashed and you didn't detach the Adrastea, there's no way for you to extend. But if you specifically detach the Adrastea, then if the Griflero gets stopped, then you're able to use Adrastea's effect in the grave to reattach itself onto Griflero, destroy the Griflero in order to attempt to summon a Doomsy monster from your hand, grave, or banishment. So it's a little thing that you need to remember when you're playing this deck. Always detach Adrastea from your Xyz monsters. So anyways, you're going to use Griflero effect in order to search for raiders. Griflero also, as a part of its effect, when it searches a Doomsy Speller Trap, has the ability to destroy a card on the field. Obviously, we're going first, so your opponent should have no cards for you to destroy. But in certain combos, it is important to remember that Griflero has that effect, because sometimes you will have to destroy your own Griflero in order to do certain combos. But here we're going to activate raiders. Use Raiders effect, destroying Griflero in order to summon Amalf. So now we can chain block the Griflero with Amalf. Amalf is going to search us a Doomsy monster, and Griflero is going to summon us a Doomsy monster from the deck. So we're going to add Adrastea, which is our main endboard piece, and then special summon the Power Patron Doomsy from the deck. Next, we're going to use the Adrastea effect in the grave in order to attach to our Power Patron. Then use Adrastea, destroying our Power Patron, to summon back our Allura, which will trigger our Power Patron Doomsy to search for a Doomsy card. We're going to search for Change. Next, we're going to overlay our 2 into Sargus, or into Merrymaker into Sargus. This is going to search us our Regulus. So now, if our opponent has Nib, they have to Nib us here, or else the rest of our combo is protected from Nibiru. Another important thing about Regulus as opposed to Utopic Draco Future is that Regulus is also going to put another Doomsy card on the board. So in a lot of combos, you have to pick between making Sargus or Utopic Future. Obviously, the Sargus line requires you to play Regulus in the deck, which is a quote-unquote brick. But I think the upsides outweigh the downsides by a lot. 1, Regulus is an Omni Negate as opposed to only being a Monster Negate. And 2, Specifically for a lot of your combos, Regulus being able to put a Doomsy card on the board for you to destroy with Adrastea makes a big difference. Because say for instance this was Utopic Draco Future, you would be forced to destroy your Raiders in order to summon Drastia. Where here, we can attach anything onto our Regulus, any machine, then destroy that in order to summon our Drastius and equip our Doomdark. Now we're able to activate Doomsy Change and chain Drastia because of the effect of Doomdark giving it an additional effect in order to destroy one of our own cards in order to make Drastia gain attack. We're able to destroy our change. Dumping Destruction. Now on a new chain, we can go Chain Link 1, Change, Chain Link 2, Destruction. Destruction when it's destroyed will equip a Doomsy monster onto a card we control. We're going to equip Zagredo onto our Regulus, and then the change is going to add back a Doomsy card from our grave. Then it can special summon a Doomsy monster from our hand. So that is important for certain other combos that you will see on the complete guide if you guys decide to get it. So we're going to add back Destruction, not summon anything. Now we're going to use Drastia in order to rank up, in order to go into the Xyz and Drastius. Now, because it's a new monster, the effect of Doomdark giving the Xyz monster and the effect to destroy resets, so we're able to destroy our Zagredo. Zagredo will add us a Doomsy or Power Patron spell or trap. Now we're going to add Terminus. We're going to use Terminus effect, sending Zagredo in order to add Verum. Then we're going to activate Verum, summon back Jupredo or Zagredo in order to add the field spell. The field spell will activate, revealing Jupiter in our extra deck, banishing a card from our hand to summon a Power Patron from our deck. So we're going to summon a second copy of Jupredo / Zagredo and then end on Verudras. So this is our end board, which is a lot of disruption. So we have our Destruction, which is going to equip onto our Drastius, turning it into a Colossus. Drastius can detach a material in order to negate a monster effect on the field or grave, then non-targeting, attach a monster your opponent controls onto it as an equip spell. We have Regulus Omni Negate. We also have, on the opponent's turn, Drastius can destroy one of our cards. We're going to destroy our Raiders, and then use Raiders effect in order to pop a face-up monster on the field. Then, when we detach a material from any Xyz monster we control, Sargus also can bounce or destroy a card on the field. So this is a lot of disruption and floodgate power. So that's our first combo. The second combo is what happens when you only open up your Power Patron part of the engine. So let's say you only open up Terminus. So let me show you this combo. So we're going to activate Terminus, dumping Jupredo in order to add our Verum. Then we're going to activate Verum in order to summon back Jupredo, adding Power Patron Doomsy. So Verum, when it's destroyed, is able to add any Power Patron card. So we're going to turn our Jupredo into Clockwork Knight. I know some people argue whether or not Clockwork Knight is mandatory in this deck. It's absolutely mandatory. You have to play Clockwork Knight in this deck for the lines where you have to get Jupredo off the board before you Xyz lock yourself. And you don't want to go into Jupiter. So now our Jupredo is going to be able to search for Raiders. We can now activate Raiders, destroying Power Patron in order to summon Allura. Chainlink 1 Power Patron, Chainlink to Allura. This is really good because it plays around a held Ash Blossom, because this is just setting to the field. So we're going to set Change here and then add a Molf. Now we're going to use our normal summon a Molf, add Drastius. Now we're going to go for our Sargus line, add Regulus. Summon Regulus, attaching Power Patron. Then use Drastia, destroying the Power Patron to summon itself and attach Doomdark. Now a lot of this seems familiar. We're going to destroy our Destruction, change Destruction. Destruction's going to attach Zagredo, and then we're going to summon that. Next, we're going to make our Drastius attaching Zagredo. So this is where things get different because we still haven't gone through our Graflero. So now we're going to go up into Graflero. Graflero detach in order to add a Drastia. Then we're going to use the Drastia on Graflero, destroy it in order to summon back the Power Patron Doomsy. Now, this is going to trigger our Graflero in order to summon another copy of Jupredo from the deck. So now we can use Power Patron's effect, targeting our Jupredo in order to summon a DOOMZ or Power Patron Jupiter from our extra deck with the same rank as the targeted monster's level. So it'll be level 10 into a rank 10, so we're able to summon Jupiter. Now Jupiter's effect will equip up to any number of equip spells from the graveyard onto it. So we're going to equip our Adrastia and our Doomdark. Next, we're going to use Jupiter effect, detaching one in order to summon back one of our monsters from the graveyard, a Doomsy monster from our grave. So we're going to summon back our Drastia. Next, we're going to, because Jupiter is equipped with 3 cards, being the Power Patron, the Drastia, and the Doomderg, it also has the summoning condition that it can summon itself on top of an Xyz monster that has 3 monsters equipped onto it. So we're going to go Jupiter up into another Jupiter, and then Jupiter's on summon effect is not once per turn, so it's going to equip the Doomderg. Now we're going to use the Jupiter effect, detaching the first Jupiter to summon back Zagredo, which is going to trigger our Sargas. Because we detached a material from an Xyz, we could target a card on the field and bounce it. So we're going to bounce our own Doomderg back to our hand to then be able to equip it onto Drastius at the end of the combo. Now we're going to use our Clockwork Knight. Again, this is why this card is so important. Clockwork Knight tributes a machine to summon a machine with 1,000 or less attack from our grave. So we're going to tribute our Jupiter to summon back a Jupredo and overlay both into Verudris, and then boom, we have the full board, which is really, really nice. Then for our last combo, what if we have a subpar hand? So for this hand, we have Raiders plus Destruction. So let's say, for instance, we have Raiders, Destructions, 5 or 3 hand traps. This is still full combo. So let me show you how to do it. We're going to go Raiders, Destroying, Destruction in order to summon Allura. We're going to chain block the Allura with the Destruction just to play around cards like Harmonia and Ogre early. And then we're going to equip Amalth and set Adrastia. So this is really good because now if Allura gets Ogre or Harmonia'd, the Amalth will be destroyed by game mechanics. And actually, excuse me, it won't trigger. Only the Power Patron DOOMZ triggers, but equipping the Amalth here is going to be important. So next we're going to overlay, go up into Deactora, into Graflero, detach in order to add change. We're going to activate Drastia, Destroying, bringing back the Amalth from the grave. Chainlink 1, Graflero, Chainlink 2, Amalth. Amalth is going to add Drastias, and then we're going to summon out Jupredo. Next, we're going to use Jupredo's effect, banish the top 3 to destroy itself in order to summon Jupiter. Then we can attach a card from our hand onto the Jupiter. We're going to attach one of our Fuas. We're going to use Jupredo's effect in order to grab Terminus. Next, we're going to use Jupiter's effect in order to bring back a level 4. And then a lot of these combos you're going to see are going through the same pattern. We want to get to a game state where we have Drastia plus change, and then we want to go into our Merrymaker to protect our Drastius line, because Drastius is where a lot of our disruption is coming from. So we want to get to, like I said, change Drastius in hand with a Raider is on board, and then we want to use 2 level 4s in order to protect the latter half of our combo. So now we're going to go Merrymaker into Sargas and search for Regulus. Regulus is going to attach something. Then we're going to go activate Terminus, send the Jupredo in order to add the Verudrum, and then effect, destroy, summon back Jupredo, add the field spell. Activate the field spell, banish the other Fua in order to summon another Jupredo, and then we can go into Verudris. Now, the last thing that we're doing is summoning the Drastia with double negation protection. And then we can go Doomderg, activate change, destroy change, send Power Patron, because we still haven't gone through our Power Patron, and then grab Destruction back from the grave and add Amalth for follow-up. And then this is our full combo. So again, most 2-card and 1-card combination of any 2 DOOMZ cards will equal this board. It's just a matter of sequencing, and this deck is very, very, I don't want to say difficult, but there's a lot of sequencing, and you just have to recognize the patterns of the hard once per turns and what cards search what, because you have to be aware while you're comboing what like generic searches you still have, what monster specific searches do you only still have, etc., etc. And you have to be aware of when and how could you get to these early Regulus plays or early Verudra. Sometimes you're able to summon a Verudra super early. That mainly happens when you hard open Portal plus your combo. So like if you open a Portal plus Allura. But again, all of this stuff is on the DOOMZ complete guide. There is a Google form that you guys will have to fill out if you guys do want to purchase this. It'll be in the description below. But yeah, it has all of this on it. So like you see, like we have the Destruction Raiders combo. It also shows the replay, the end board that you're supposed to get to, and then all of the different hand traps that if you get hit with, how do these combos interact. And as you see, a lot of these combos are immune to a lot of prominent hand traps in the format. So yeah, it's a lot here. We have different combos. along with resources. There's tips and tricks, documents of tips and tricks that you guys can look at, like a lot of tips and tricks. Here we go. Like I'm just going off the top of the head. Not different deck lists for the regulars deck list, the non-regulars deck list, different rulings with the deck, etc., etc. Main deck, extra deck text, and matchup guides for the cool tune and the mirror match. So if you guys like this type of content, definitely make sure to subscribe to Trif. Also check out me, Jib_YGO on Twitch and on YouTube, and Vexen YGO here on YouTube. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.